Welcome to the southern part of Korea, a town called Gobuksan Village in Seochon, Korea. The colored bricks at Seochon Gobuksan Village are part of a unique commemorative walkway that symbolizes the contributions and support of visitors and donors to the preservation of Korean history and culture. So each brick is inscribed with the names or messages of individuals, families, organizations who have contributed to the village's maintenance and development. During the low tide in Seochon village, people often come out to gather seafood like clams, crabs, and other shellfish that are easier to find when the water recedes. This activity, known as mudflat fishing or Thailand harvesting, is a popular local practice in coastal areas like Seochon. It provides both a source of fresh seafood and a recreation activity for locals and visitors. People might also explore the exposed mudflats, take in the unique coastal scenery, and enjoy a sense of community while engaging in these traditional activities. If you do decide to do one of these activities where you do go out there and hunt for those sea crabs, do be careful and look out for the high tide times. Believe it or not, the seawater does rise above those stilts. And a trip to anywhere would not be complete without stopping by to have a meal. And when looking for a Korean Chinese restaurant in Korea, we always look for a sign that says hand tossed, hand pulled, and hand cut. That way we know that the noodles will be chewy. And if you have not tried these two dishes, it's a must when you travel Korea. Now as we head on toward Namhae, there is a spot we need to stop by before crossing the bridge over to Namhae. And there's a little landing area, and it's called the Seochon Isunshin Naval Battle Memorial Park. This site commemorates the Battle of Seochon, a significant naval engagement during the Imjin War in the years 1592 to 1598, in which Admiral Yi Sun-shin led the Korean Navy to a decisive victory against the Japanese forces. And the park features a replica of a turtle ship, Gobuksan, the famous armored warship that Admiral Yi designed and used effectively in battle. During your visit here, take a ride on the Seochon Sea cable car for a stunning view of the coastal landscape. Or you can take the ferry to the other islands. Or do what we did and we walked into the sunset. I mean literally into the sunset. I've walked along the sunset in California, but I've never walked into the sunset, and the beauty of it. And as we walked along the little narrow bridge toward the sunset, we noticed these two gigantic dragons kind of intertwined with each other. In the middle, there was a round figure. And legend has it that the twin dragons had been waiting 1,000 years to fly to dragon heaven. So finally, a single pro-like item, which was necessary for the journey, was released. And each dragon encouraged the other to take it and make the trip until both missed the opportunity. And the King of Heaven was so touched that he released a second pro-like object, and thus the two dragons entered heaven together. We can't encourage enough the importance, or we find it, the joy of driving around Korea, being able to stop and enjoy a new place, or accidentally finding a place to walk around and seeing the beauty of a new location that we haven't been to in Korea if it wasn't for us driving around. Welcome to Namhae's German village. In the 1960s and 70s, a large number of South Koreans moved to Germany as part of a government labor exchange program. Many of these Koreans worked as miners or nurses in Germany, sending money back home to support their families and contribute to the country's economy during a challenging period. After years of hard work, many expatriates returned to Korea, but they often felt a deep nostalgia for the country they had spent a significant part of their lives in. To honor them with a place that resembled their second home, the Korean government established the Namhae German village in the early 2000s. And if you're there in October, enjoy the Oktoberfest, complete with traditional German music, food, beer, and even a parade. The next morning, we woke up to a beautiful view. Little did we know what kind of view we had the night before. We usually head straight out in the morning from the hotel to explore the area, but this hotel was so beautiful in its architecture, so we decided to stick around down in the cafe and enjoy our morning coffee and look out at the beautiful view. Then took a little stroll outside the hotel to walk around and see the beautiful ocean before us. We headed to the main part of the city to look at the legendary symbol of naval warfare, the turtle ship, the Goboksan. Let's step back in time and uncover the secrets of Admiral Lee Sun-shin's incredible invention. Standing here, you can almost hear the sounds of battle and feel the spirit of those who fought bravely on these waters centuries ago. The turtle ship remains a proud symbol of Korea's strength and heritage. After the tour of the turtle ship, we walked around the square to find the statue of Lee Sun-shin proudly presented. We slowly made our way to go have lunch. Everything looked so good from the outside, peeking in, so we decided to go inside and try some mandu. There was hardly anybody at the restaurant when we entered. 5 minutes into sitting down at the restaurant, we didn't realize that we had come to one of the most popular mandu places in town. The owner himself was making the mandus directly, while at the same time greeting the customers into the restaurant. The restaurant quickly filled up. We could see why, because it was one of the most delicious mandu noodle soup I have ever had. And of course, it was dessert time, and we could see that this particular dessert must have been very popular because you could see the line forming around the building. You'll see these kind of pop-up dessert places all throughout this town. So we decided to go into one of them that had an indoor shop where they were actually making it right in front of the customers. And so we made our order and waited around 10 minutes. It was a perfect combination for me. It was combining rice cakes with fruits. Could choose to either pick all strawberries or all kiwis, but we decided to order the sampler. Before leaving town, we decided to have one last meal. And of course, when you are at a seaport, what do you order? Seafood. So we ordered a platter of shrimps. Meet us at our next destination, Gwangju.